Katie fumbles for her keys in the way she usually does, just before she gets down the path. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to the door. A gorgeous sunny orange with the paint peeling, though it could be any colour in this light. Feels late, but she doesn't think to look at her watch. It's pouring now. That never helps with the key situation. Something off. No keys, no bag. A thought jerks her, but she shrugs it off. Kit has promised her a risotto tonight, and she's starving, or is she starving? Shouldn't she be starving? What time is it again? Must be around 7, 8? But it's so dark, and that isn't quite... Where did her keys go? Lost them somewhere. She can't remember where. Doesn't feel important. No luck with the keys, so she goes to knock, but it's pulled back by a thought. A wave of nausea moves from her toes to her gut to her gullet. No sickness, though. Pulling herself together, she does 3 frantic knocks on the door. The knocker is sodden, wet on her already soaked skin. The feeling makes her cringe. No answer. 3 more knocks. 3 more knocks. 3 more. She looks at her watch. No watch there. She must have left it at home today. Is she late? She thinks in a panic. Surely she's not late. I only left at 5. Was it 7, 8, she thinks? It wasn't late. Why isn't Kit in? He should be in by now, and he's promised risotto. She thinks to tap on the window. That usually works when he can't hear the door because he's got his music on too loud. She loves making Kit jump, taking him out of his world and back into the real one. She lets out a small laugh in anticipation. Comes out a bit louder than it should have. Seems to echo oddly. The lights are on. All the lights. Feels wrong. Swallowing some pride, fear, not sure what, she peeks in before she taps. Something stops the tap. Kit sat upright, not curled on the couch like he usually is. Katie loves that couch. A buttery brown leather, a gift from Kit's late mother. They would spend Sundays on that couch with Linda, their needy tuxedo short-hair cat, who would shove herself between them. So warm, so safe. Kit! Kit! Nothing. Kit! Let me in, you prick, it's pouring. Has he been crying? Did something happen at work? He would have said something, they text constantly. She reaches in her pocket for her phone, then stops. No point in the rain. And she'll be in soon to find out, and he'll tell her, and they'll eat risotto and sink into the couch and be warm and dry. She dares to peer in more carefully. Linda is sat in her spot, and she's sat upright too. Dinner isn't on the table. She can't be that late. But it doesn't seem to be cooking either. Kit's face is glistening and red and swollen. The blue glow of the TV reflects off his face. What is he watching? Why would he be sobbing? Wrong, 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 wrong. The panic is wild now. Not right at all. In pure desperation, she goes round the back. The broken window they never had the funds to fix. Fingers crossed no break-ins, they would say. I'll get them with a bat if anyone ever does, Kit would say. What bat? Katie would retort. They were secure, safe, dry, warm, far from any of that. Near trees, near water, near nature, not close to anything sinister. The window will be fine, they would say. It's come in handy now. This is a good thing, a great thing, weird day, but I'll be in soon and we'll laugh about the whole thing. They'll laugh, she imagines. It opens easy. She crawls inside. Kit! It's me! I'm home now! She expects to leave a trail of wet footprints. Don't worry about the mess. I don't know where my shoes went, but I'll mop it up. Kit? She expects to feel warmth from the heating. Just turning October and newly switched back on. Nothing. Kit? Please. I know I'm late, and I'm sorry about that. I lost track of time, and I'll heat my dinner up now if it's gone cold. Will you sit with me, though? Feeling a bit weird. I can't really put my finger on it. Kit! What are you watching? You're so engrossed you didn't even hear me knock. I had to climb in through the window. I basically broke in. Kit. I broke in. Kit, can't you hear me? She joins him in the living room. Why can't you hear me? She looks at his phone. She sees the most recent message. We wanted to warn you. It will be on the news tonight. Why was my mum texting him? News? Fear takes her voice. She can't speak anymore and starts to sob. What could have happened? What did I miss? I haven't been gone long. I go for one swim and no one tells me anything. Why is everything wrong? Wrong. Katie sits between Kit and Linda, decides to watch the TV with them. Body found in lake, confirmed to be Katie Black, woman who has been missing last 5 days. Lake, swimming, back at 5, make dinner, I love you, see you later. Dark too early, rain too heavy, falling, wet, gone. Kit, this isn't happening. I'm here. Can't you see me? I'm here. She tries to shake Kit, but her fingers don't grip. Kit shivers and curls into a ball. Linda curls next to him and stares up at Katie, blinks slowly. A communication of love. No. Katie, it's time to go. Kit's mum is here now. Come on, Katie. Leave them now. Swim. Dark. Rain. Fall. Wet. Gone.
The first thing they found was her keys, then a shoe, then a bag, then another shoe, but it was a tooth that finally identified her. Kit kept it, wanting to keep her at home. They never found the watch that he'd got her for her 30th. Gold for her sensitive skin, not like the cheap stuff that she would get herself that would turn her wrist green. The thought of discoloured flesh turns his stomach. Time became a distant concept for Kit. The clock in the kitchen went round and round and round, but it ceased to have meaning, not since the night. At 7, he had texted that he'd need more wine for dinner. Nothing. She's been distracted, he thought, and he subbed in more stock. At 8, more clock looking, annoyed, risotto getting cold. 9, eyes glued to clock, risotto congealing in pan. 10, 11, eyes fixed on the clock every second until midnight when the police were called. He called the police before he called her mum. With each minute, his dread grew like ivy on the wall of the back of their house. It started as a couple of leaves until they realised it had succeeded in covering all the brickwork. By midnight, Kit was covered too. After the dread came the anger. How many times? If it clouds over, turn around, it's not worth it. She only ever thought about herself and her own needs, he seethed. What's the point of living near the water if you can't swim in it? It's so fresh in October. They had moved from the city, wanting to be in the quiet with the trees and the water. They wanted to feel safer, wanting to bring kids into a softer place. She would have been the perfect mum. Imaginative, adventurous, curious, warm. After everything that had happened with his mum, all those feelings that had got swept under the bed for a day when there was more time, and now there's all this mess too. Not enough space under the bed this time. First his mum, now this. How could she be so idiotic? How could she do this to him? He only realised he was shouting to himself when Linda had butted his knee, interrupting, and settled into her spot on the couch, where she would sit between them. The weather had been calm since she left. The rain felt so hopeful, so furious, persistent, unrelenting. There was energy in the rain, and without it there was only flatness. He would sob until his entire body felt liquid, until he was so exhausted he would collapse and sleep, and then wake up, still crying somehow. The air felt stale and wrong and heavy, like it was pushing on his chest. Losing his mum felt like weights had been permanently strapped to his ankles. This felt like his entire body had been pummeled into the ground, trodden in. On the 5th day, when they confirmed everything, he hadn't moved from their couch. Linda hadn't moved from his side, filling in space. A text from Katie's mum. "We wanted to warn you, it will be on the news tonight." Finally, the rain returned and it felt like a relief. Pelting at full force on the window, it soothed him. He was going to go to bed before the news broadcast, decided against it. Something about the rain made him want to feel whatever it was he was going to feel. He poured some whiskey, no ice. Not much in these days. Body found in lake, confirmed to be Katie Black, woman who has been missing last 5 days. There it was. He fell to the ground, and everything was wet. Through a film that covered his eyes, he thought he could see her, through the window, peeking in. Delusional now. He wiped his face, looked at the window. Nothing. Just the fast rain of the storm that had returned. He paused the TV and let it sit there, proving something, to himself maybe, or to the emptiness that surrounded their home now. Their once warm refuge that now felt permanently iced. A chill that no jumper or central heating could seem to penetrate. Linda had huddled close as she'd taken to doing, but she wasn't looking at him in her usual reassuring way. She was looking up over his shoulder, slow blinking. Cat kisses, they would call them. "Can you see her?" he allows himself. She blinks twice more, and he is graced with a wash of warmth. "Did you see her?" Out of the corner of his eye, he thinks he can see a wet footprint trailing through the living room. He blinks, and it's gone. Linda blinks once more, looking at Kit this time. He sleeps soundly, fists curled around the tooth. She's home.
The rain is loud, 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 and feels bad on fur. Cold, Linda runs in. Kit cooking. She jumps up to get some scraps. He scratches under her chin. She dreams of trees and rain and a bird hidden in a tree. Got to jump up, up, up to reach. Got to run and got to feel the grass beneath. Free, free, free. Awake, the air is off. Kit is hunched over lots. Linda stays close. Lots of days, Kit is hunched over. Kit's not moving. Kit's face is wet. Kit stays close, so Linda stays close too. Inside for these days. Near Kit, safety but feeling wrong. Katie's not here to sneak treats. Katie's not here to play string. Katie's not here to sit between at night. Katie's not here for daytime, for lunch scraps, not here for head scratches. The house stops smelling like Katie. The rain is back. Stay inside. TV is on, so bright and loud and confusing. Linda sticks near Kit. Kit's face is wet again. He's falling down. Katie! Home now! Katie is here, but her smell isn't. Linda greets her. Her closest friend. The best feeling now she's here too. Everyone was wrong, she communicates with her eyes. Kit is sick and he has a wet face. Something wrong. No treats for me. Air felt wrong. Your smell wasn't here. Katie's smell still isn't here. Linda blinks one more time. Sees someone else with no smell. They leave together. She blinks at Kit and they go to bed. Dreams. This time of Katie with smell.